Oh, what is up, guys? Fahir here from AwesomeTuts.com, and this is, or will be, probably the last video in our tutorial series. The last thing that is left for us to do is add those cannons that are gonna, well, also shoot at the player. So before we do that, go here on AwesomeTuts.com, get the course, the best course on the internet. Available online, you will not find better one. It's just perfect. You will love it 100%, I guarantee it. If not, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So yeah, just grab the course. It has 41 hours of content. I mean, it's just awesome. And also, by buying this, you will support me to create more tutorials like these, which are also high quality. I really believe that I create the best tutorials on YouTube regarding free education for Unity game development because I do real-world projects. Who else does 3D games besides me without using some simple and crazy cubes? And the next game after this one will blow your mind. It's the Angry Robots from Unity. I'm gonna recreate it for you from scratch. It's a practically, not the first-person shooter, but it's a shooter game. You will see it anyways. That is that for the promotion, and also go and grab the assets for this tutorial series. Link is in the description below. And now let's go here into the prefabs and right click, import package, custom package, and it is gonna be our cannon. So this one right here, simply import him, click import, and voila, this is our cannon. So I'm tired, I don't want to, well, create this cannon on my own, but it's simply a sphere. So this cannon, as you can see, it's simply a sphere that has, well, this. It's a sphere and it also has like another cube or whatever this is. You can simply put it like this and see what it is. But this one whole thing is a sphere holding that. And we're gonna have all of these. So we're gonna have these in our game. But for that, I'm simply gonna position this one here. Something like this can do. This one can be here. So this one can be here, but actually we need to select the enemy holder, create an empty game object, which is going to be cannons. And this is the dude who is going to hold all of our cannons. Of course, we will create more cannons, but before that, let's code him. Select the cannon who is here in the hierarchy panel. He is tagged with the enemy and the ground layer, so that is good. We need it like that. Remove this script that is missing. So simply remove component and go into the scripts. Let me just find it, scripts folder, and here is our enemy scripts. I am gonna right click and create the cannon script, attach it on our cannon like this, and hit apply. So now I'm simply gonna double click it, open it in MonoDevelop. This is not gonna be a large script, don't worry. So here we're gonna have class. Let me just hold enter, give a little bit of space. On top, we're simply gonna have a private transform, which is going to be the player. We're also going to have a public game object explosion, which is, well, going to be the mesh explosion. So go back into Unity, and here we have the cannon script explosion, filter for the game object, and voila, select the mesh explosion. Same thing as with the robot. I'm going to hit apply and go back into the script, and in awake, I'm simply gonna say player is equal to game object dot find the robot in the scene dot transform. So again, nothing new. We're simply finding the game object in the scene who has a name robot, and we're getting his transform because we need the transform. Inside of the update, we're gonna check if player. So if we do have player, if we don't accidentally call destroyer or on purpose, if we destroy the player by calling destroy on him, we will check if we have the player, then we are gonna follow him. And we're gonna follow him by using transform.rotation is equal to quaternion.slurp. And notice here, it has quaternion A, quaternion B in float time. It has spherically interpolates between A and B by time. It will go from A to be in the float time. This is essentially what they are trying to tell us. And it will go from transform.rotation, so the current rotation of the game object, to the rotation quaternion.look rotation, creates a rotation with a specified forward and upwards direction. Essentially, it will point at the rotation that we specify. So at which rotation we want it? Well, we want it player.position minus transform.position. And here we also need to say comma, and the time is 2f multiplied by time.delta time. This is all we need to do. So now, if I go back and run the game, notice what we are gonna get. Notice when we go to the cannon is gonna follow the game object. Do you see the cannon? Let me just go here. Go up. Do you see the cannon? He is following the game object. I'm not sure if you see that, but I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on the cannon. Actually, I cannot zoom on the cannon directly, but notice the cannon here. Notice now how I'm moving the robot. Do you see the cannon following the game object, the robot? Yes, you do. You see him following the robot. So that part is done. And by the way, this one, when he exploded, mesh explosion, does it have that? Let me just go here. Prefabs, mesh explosion. For some reason, the mesh explosion, I did not actually, let me just lock this here. Inspector, go into the materials, apply the material here. Can I apply it like this? No, I cannot. Okay, add component. Can I type here player material? No, I cannot. But I can type explosion script, which is the one that we need, and go into the prefabs, mesh explosion here. For some reason, it is not, or I did not hit apply when I applied the player material on him. Mesh explosion, voila. Hit apply. Hopefully now this will be valid. But anyways, you saw that the cannon was following the player, and we, well, achieved that by using, well, the rotation of the game object, which is the cannon's current rotation, is equal to quaternion slurp. Go from the current rotation to this rotation and look at, well, simply make the game object look at that rotation by using a specific position. So it will look at the position from the rotation's perspective. How do I mean that? Well, you can stay here. For example, look at me. Look at down at the camera where my little QB is. So down at the probably bottom left corner. So I can look at you like this. But if I rotate, so my head is rotating over there, I'm actually facing forward, but I'm looking on my left side. This is this right here. Quaternion look rotation. We're using the player position minus the current position of our cannon to achieve that. So again, I'm facing the camera like this. But currently I'm looking at the right. And that is that. Nothing too complicated. And we need to also go here and copy this. So I'm simply going to copy this and paste it here. And we are good to go. So we have the damage here also. So when the player shoots at the cannon, it will explode. And well, we are going to detect that in on-particle collision. If the target name, so the game object that has those particles attached on him, is named muzzle, destroy the cannon. And we can test it out. So if I go now and run the game and zoom out from the game scene, go here, destroy the first robot. And now when I shoot the cannon, notice now, the cannon is also destroyed. And voila, we also need to simply duplicate the cannon, position one over here. Duplicate the cannon one more time, position one over here, and voila, that is that. You have a nice shooting game with, well, you saw how much effort. A couple of videos, we created a nice shooting game. Now you can expand this. The level does not have to be this box here. You can expand it and create a 2.5D platformer from it. This is up to you. This is your homework. You can, well, practice like that. But I'm finished with this project. We are going to move on to the next one from this project. So Fahir here from AwesomeTuts.com. Go here, get the course, 41 hours of content. You will love it. If you like my style, if you like my teaching, which I see a lot of you do because I explain in depth. I make silly jokes. I'm crazy. I'm like, you know, like a clown here, teaching game development and whatnot. So people are enjoying my videos. Go here, grab this course. It is even better. Now just imagine when I'm giving you tutorials like this for free. So this shooter and other 3D tutorials along with other 2D tutorials, they're high quality. I'm giving that for free. Just imagine what will you get in the paid content. It is a lot better. So yeah. Enjoy it. You will not regret it. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. This project is complete, so you can grab it on... Link is in the description below, that is, awesometuts.com/free assets. So that's the links, but he is in the description below. You will get it along with all of these assets. Everything here that you see is commercial free. Everything you see on my channel is 100% commercial free, unless I say don't use this for commercial purposes, but everything else you can use it. And Fahir here from awesometuts.com. One more time, support me by, well, buying the course. You will benefit, and you will also support me creating more tutorials. See you guys in the next video.